officially week 10, y'all. Okay, it is Love Tay Marie. That's me in the building. Make sure to share with your peeps. Let's have this conversation. You know me, I like to talk. We finna talk. My favorite. We gonna talk about football, baby. Last week, there are some things that I noticed though. Let me tell you, because I made sure to write this down. That Miami versus Buffalo game, because I was watching that. Miami defense, not good against the run zone coverage at all. Corners aren't getting to their person, but Ballard had a good pick. Bills, they look good with the ball movement until Josh with his freaking interception. But it wasn't his fault because he bobbled out his hand and then the other team caught it. So you can't really hurt him for that. He only had 2 picks the whole season, so it is what it is. Then we get down to that Dallas game in Atlanta. Dallas, just go home. You need to replace the whole team. Anywho, Kirk looked good until he fumbled. You know, they hitting him. Like, come on. What's going on with that line? I saw Kirk get hit a lot. He was sacked a few times. Every time he got hit, he fumbled. Trayvon Diggs could have sat out. I'm sorry, Trey, but you could have sat out. That whatever you hurt, I think it was your hamstring. You can tell you weren't getting to your person as quickly as you should. Like some plays you looked impressive. Other plays was not impressed. Nice defensive play on Kirk to force a fumble. That was good on Dallas. But overall, y'all still coming up short, Dallas. And I don't have much hope for you. Season done. And you play the Birds? You play the Eagles next? Nah. You can... Look. CCD, you want to come and say, oh, my shoulder don't hurt no more. Come on. Come play. Let our little Rook lock you up. Let him lock you up. All right. And then you got, Diggs talk about he gonna play. All right, come on, play us. Let's go. Come on, Goddard back too. Let's go. I just hope my little Smith okay. Hope Jalen's okay because he didn't go to practice one of the days. But hey, my team I'm still riding with. So, what about the apples? But yeah. Browns defense, sorry, they lost, went out sad. Can't even say much about that. Overall, my picks were good. That's all I'm gonna say. My picks were freaking good. Now with that Bucks and Chiefs game, I need the refs to stop cheating for the Chiefs. Like, I'm over it. About this time, I'm over it. We know who y'all want to win, and we tired of it. Like, and it's nothing to take away from Pat Crybaby Mahomes, but these refs, I don't know if they betting on the game, but y'all surely let the Chiefs get away with a hold all the time. But I digress. All right. Let's get into it. We had Thursday night football. It was a good one. Like I said, it was not going to be a blowout, and that I was correct on. I was very excited watching that game. Lamar, lights out. Amazing. That arm of his has really improved. And do you see his scrambling ability? My God. Lamar. Peace. Then on the flip side, I can't help but feel bad for Burrows because Burrows was lights out. And it was really back and forth. They scored, then the Ravens came back down the field. But in the beginning, Cincinnati had a lead. They had a lead. Like, I was sitting here like, dang, did I pick the wrong team? I was sitting here like, bruh, like I said, Ravens, y'all were going to win. It was like, 21-7 by the first half. And I'm just like, no, what happened? Second half came around. Still wasn't much by the third. But when I say by the end of third and all the fourth quarter, lights out. It was back and forth. Ravens came back in there real quick. 2 touchdowns back to back. Real quick. Like, it was a good game. Because, like, what I have here, because trust me, that W was mine. I took some notes, too, because there were some things that stood out to me. In quarter one, Bengals, long scoring drive, instantly had a touchdown, rush touchdown. Big play on defense. Ravens picked off Burrows in the end zone, but I believe it did get called back. But it was nice. I'm sorry, it was nice. Both teams, however, defensively, I am scared though because both teams are letting up way too much points. That secondary is garbage. Their line That solid line up front is good. They back half, scary, because that's a lot of points that you're allowing per game, and you're making your team really have to come from behind. Too much. That's like too much pressure. So that means your offense have to be perfect. They can't miss a beat. They have to score every possession because the defense is allowing so many points up on the board. Game was definitely close all the way to the end. Well, it was close definitely by fourth quarter. They missed a face mask call though, because though I love my Ravens, I love that, they won. But that face mask, it should have been called, and the refs blew it. But yeah, overall, really good game to watch. I'm glad I have Prime to be able to watch that game. So, has used. So now for the games that's coming up and for the 1 o'clock, I did look up the injury report. A lot of players are injured this season. It just feels like most of the NFL injured. So remember, what I'm saying is what they posted today as of Friday. Some of these people were questionable. Some practiced, some did not. Like when I looked at Miami, Tyreek Hill did not practice today. He's questionable. It's his wrist. But that does not mean he won't show up like he did last week and play. So when I say these things, I'm just going off of what I see. And I'm picking who I think is going to win on the fly. So, first game up. Giants versus Panthers. They're both 2-7. They both sorry. This is really hard for me to pick somebody because, one, who's the starting QB in Carolina? Is it going to be Bryce? Because I did not see Dalton's name on the list. Maybe I was blind. Maybe I oversaw something. But who's going to be your QB? And they too got a lot of injuries. Then there's the sorry Giants. I feel like the Giants has the potential to maybe win this. So, I'm going to lock that in on my screen. I think I'm going to go Giants. Giants can get this win. Next up, 49ers and the Bucks. Christian McCaffrey is back in the game, but am I sold on the 49ers based off the games that we've seen previously from week 1 to now week 10? I'm not satisfied. I feel like the 49ers are slacking. They are 4-4. The Bucks are 4-5. Bosa and Samuels are both questionable. As of today, as of Friday, they are questionable. Does that mean they'll play Sunday? Big, strong possibility. I don't know if Caffrey, even if Caffrey don't play like he's supposed to play, I feel like just him being on the field is going to be a threat. So, I want to lean towards the 49ers because I feel like they might have a little edge with that break that it just came off of. The Bucks are 4-5, and Whitehead is questionable, and a whole bunch of people are questionable, actually. There's a lot of players right now that are questionable. I am going to lock in and say 49ers. I hope 49ers don't let me down. Because like I said, so far they have not looked impressive. But I wrote down 49ers. 49ers. I told y'all I'm doing it right here on the fly. Steelers versus the Commanders. Steelers are 6-2. Commanders are 7-2. Daniels have been lights out. Rookie of the year at this point. He's really stepped up. Then you got the Steelers. You got Russ. That's the veteran. That's the experience. That defense is whew. I'm gonna lean towards the Steelers. Only because the Commanders are in my, and they're in the MC with East with me. I'm going Steelers. I'm going to be confident in their defense. I'm going Steelers. Go ahead, Russ. Don't let me down. Steelers, don't let me down. You're my other PA team. Don't let me down. This week, I might have some losses. I don't know. Because I just feel like week 10 is really going to be that make or break. A lot of teams need to step up. So, Steelers, let's see what you do. Patriots versus the Bears. Both of them sorry to me. Both of them sorry. This is a hard one. But if I'm going based off record, we got Patriots that's 2-7. Bears are 4-4. Bears are very inconsistent. Last week they got it behind blown out. It's like they gave up by the second half. And I feel like it should be a redemption game. I'm going to go Bears. I'm being hopeful. Bills versus Colts. Oh, my dog Coleman is out. He's hurt. I like that Rook. He's a funny kid. I like him. but he will be out. Bills are 7-2. Colts are 4-5. Amari Cooper is questionable as of Friday. Now, Colts, you know, it's that Flacco. Flacco is Flacco. He just calm in the pocket. You never know what you're gonna get with him. So I'm not still strong on the Colts though. I'm going Bills. So Bills got some injuries over there. I am still gonna lock it down with Bills because Josh is gonna show up. Vikings versus Jaguars. Pace is questionable, but it won't even matter. Vikings gonna come out with the win. I'm going Vikings. Jaguars are 2-7. They quarterback Trevor Lawrence is out, or no, he's questionable as of today. So Trevor has not shown that he deserved that money that he got, but he'll still be in he'll still be in Jacksonville because they just paid him that money. So that coach Peterson, your job on the line, buddy, because they're not getting rid of Trevor. They just paid him. Let's go. Broncos versus the Chiefs. I wish and pray that they will give the Chiefs their first loss, but it's kind of dumb going against the Chiefs because the refs seem to love them. Plus, Patty Mahomes is Patty Mahomes. He gets every little call possible. One little, and they throw the little flag. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs. Though Hardman and Johnson are questionable. We know Juju is out. For the Broncos, Wharton is questionable. There was a whole long list of questionables over there on the Broncos side. I just didn't have time to write them all down. But I'm going to lock in, and I'm going to say Chiefs. But in my heart and soul, I hope they lose because I can't stand the Chiefs. Falcons versus the Saints. Drake London is questionable to play as of today, Friday. But I'm still going Falcons. I'm going with my dog, Kirk Chains. Kirk Cousins. They're 6-3. Saints are 2-7. Carr sucks. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm going with Kirk and Falcons. Lock that in. Alright. Next up, Titans versus Chargers. Chargers surprised me last game. I'm going to go Chargers. Titans are 2-6. They're wishy-washy. But they'll give you a run for your money. Chargers, I'm going to just go with them. They got the better coach. And clearly with a 5-3 record, they might have, they might pull something out. So I'm going to go Chargers. They too have a lot of injuries. Jets versus the Cardinals. Jets finally showed up last game, but will they show up again this week? You never know with them. Aaron Rodgers, I don't know. Maybe he's finally finding his rhythm. Cardinals, they're 5-4. I don't know either. They got a lot of injuries over there, but they played some solid games before. Anywho, I'm going to go Cardinals. I don't know if I'm sold on the Jets yet. Because from the sample size, as Shannon will say, from their sample size, I don't know if I've seen enough that I'm convinced that they're going to do something different. That game could have been a fluke. Eagles versus the Cowboys. My team, baby. You see my blanket in the back. Yeah, you already know where I'm going. I'm going with my daughter, Eagles. Duh. Goddard is back. Yeah, that tight end century is back. All right, Slay might play. He probably will because Micah Parsons might be playing. And they need something to talk about on their little podcast. But, yeah, anywho, we 6-2. Cowboys are 3-5. They can't seem to find a rhythm at all. Because, I don't like the Cowgirls. But at the end of the day, I try to keep things, on the open playing field. And Cowboys, every time I think they have potential, they just come back sorry. They might need to change their whole squad up at this point. And then you saw where Dak Prescott said they suck. But then, they trying to clean that up. But he said what he said. The camera caught his mouth. You can't clean that up. Anywho, but yeah, Parsons and Diggs are questionable, but they did practice. They've been practicing. So I don't know if it's limited practice or not, but just they're questionable as of today. More than likely, they're going to probably play. Unless they pull something by the time Sunday come, yeah, they probably playing. Trust me. This is a rivalry game. They going to try to play. But yeah, Eagles, keep it up. Now, I hope Saquon run it on them because after a while, Cowboys are not going to stop the run. But on the flip side, I need Eagles to tighten back up because some of the things that we got away with, we almost lost to freaking Jaguars. But again, that comes to our little sorry coach Sirianni, and he too sometimes I just need him to hush and let Kellen do his job. Just saying. Let me see. Where we up next? Oh, the late night game, y'all. It is the Lions versus the Texans. This is gonna be a good game. This is gonna be a very good game. But the way how the Lions have been playing, this is gonna be lights out, blowout. Don't doubt me on that. Lions are gonna pull out this win. Ain't no way. I'm not betting against them. Lions all the way. Lions. Now, Decker and Smith are out. Dell for the Texans is questionable, so he might be playing. But we shall see. We shall see. But like I said, I am not going against the Lions. They are the hottest team. Like, they're on top. They are on top of the NFC. So, why am I going to go against them? Look at how they're playing. They might have started off a little slow. Once they get in rhythm, it's done. It's over. It's over. They have proven that time and time again. So why vote against them? Can't count them out. The day they do something dumb, then I start counting them out. And even one game, look, they lost only one game so far this season. If they lose 2, I won't even be mad at it. But I don't think it's going to be this Sunday. Oh, Lord. The Monday night game. Dolphins and the Rams. Dolphins have not been looking good because, as we know, Tua was out with the little concuss. He was concussed for a while. He was out for weeks, and they just could not get nothing going without him. Now he is back, and they are playing better. They're just not sealing the win because the last 2 games, they look good to an extent, as good as the Dolphins gonna look. But they cannot secure it. Like, no. Then there's the Rams, 4-4. I don't know. Look. Maybe, just maybe, the Dolphins might pull off a win. What do you think? I feel like they're angry. I feel like they're ready. They got a lot of questionables though. Like when I looked at that list, it just said questionable. Tyreek Hill did not practice today. Whole bunch of people questionable. It's like the good, smart brain of me wants to say Rams. Golly, look, here we go. Evans, questionable. Woods, questionable. Curl, questionable. Dotson, questionable. Robinson, questionable. That's a receiver. Lord, there's a lot of people, I promise you. I don't make this stuff up. Just know, a lot of injuries, and they're not coming back to like this week. Limited practices. Some started practicing on Wednesday. Some got moved to reserve by Wednesday. Oh, Lord. So, yeah, Johnson III ain't coming. What is this? Morshawn? Not coming. He was put on reserve Saturday. So, both teams, they look injured up. I'm going to go with Rams. I don't know. I'm going to go Rams. I can't. Dolphins ain't doing it for me yet. I'm going to go Rams. Because at this point, Dolphins ain't doing nothing. But that is my picks for the week. Hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and share with your friends. Later, y'all.